What if I told you that one of the oldest exercises in human history, something farmers, warriors, and laborers did without even thinking, quietly rewires your entire nervous system, reshapes your posture, and predicts how long you're going to live? No fancy equipment, no complex form cues, just you, two weights, and gravity, doing what it does best, forcing your body to adapt. This is the farmer's walk. And if you think it's just about grip strength or building traps, you're missing the bigger picture. Because what happens to your body over the next few weeks of doing this consistently? It's nothing short of a full system upgrade. Let's rewind for a second. Thousands of years ago, your ancestors didn't have the luxury of sitting in ergonomic chairs or ordering groceries to their door. They carried heavy loads, long distances, every single day. Firewood, water, food, shelter materials, survival depended on the ability to pick something up and move it from point A to point B without collapsing. And here's the thing, your body still remembers that blueprint. Your nervous system, your connective tissue, your postural muscles, they're all wired for loaded carries. But modern life has put that wiring to sleep. The farmer's walk wakes it back up. It doesn't isolate muscles, it integrates them. It forces your body to work the way it was designed to work, under tension, under load, and in motion. And when you do that consistently, everything changes. Let's start with something most people overlook, your hands. The moment you pick up those weights, your grip becomes the bottleneck. Your fingers, forearms, wrists, they're all screaming to let go. But here's where it gets interesting. Grip strength isn't just about holding heavy things, it's a biomarker. Studies show it's one of the strongest predictors of longevity and overall health as you age. Stronger grip, lower risk of heart disease, disability, and early death. Weaker grip, the opposite. Think about that. The strength in your hands is literally a window into how well your entire system is functioning. And the farmer's walk builds it without you even thinking about it. No wrist curls, no squeeze tools, just load and walk. Within days, you'll feel it. Your forearms will wake up. The little stabilizer muscles in your hands and wrists, muscles you didn't even know existed, will start firing. And here's a pro tip. Your grip is also a fatigue indicator. If your grip feels weak before a workout, your body might not be fully recovered. It's one of the most honest signals your nervous system gives you. But grip is just the beginning, because while your hands are learning to hold on, something else is happening up top. Ever notice how most people walk around like they're being dragged through life? Shoulders rolled forward, neck jutting out, chest collapsed inward? That's not laziness, that's structural collapse. Years of weak upper back muscles, neglected stabilizers, and too much time hunched over screens. The farmer's walk reverses it, mechanically. To do this exercise correctly, your shoulders have to stay packed, down and back, like you're trying to tuck your shoulder blades into your back pockets. That constant tension retrains your traps, your rhomboids, your rotator cuffs, all the postural muscles that keep you upright. And here's the kicker. It's active posture training. You're not lying on a foam roller, you're moving under load. Your body has no choice but to adapt. After a few weeks, something shifts. You'll catch yourself standing taller at the grocery store, walking smoother, pulling your shoulders back without consciously thinking about it. Your body starts correcting itself on autopilot. And if you've ever dealt with shoulder pain, rotator cuff issues, or that nagging tightness in your upper back, this becomes free physical therapy disguised as strength training. But while your posture is cleaning itself up, something deeper is waking up too. Forget crunches, forget planks for a second. The farmer's walk builds the kind of core that actually matters, the kind that protects your spine when life throws something unexpected at you. Here's why. The moment you pick up those weights and start walking, your body wants to twist, lean, wobble, collapse to one side. Your deep core muscles, the transverse abdominis, the obliques, all the stabilizers you can't see in the mirror, have to fire to keep you upright. This isn't about flexing your abs, it's about anti-rotation, anti-lateral flexion, anti-everything that wants to pull you out of alignment. These are the muscles that keep your back safe when you lift your kid, when you twist to grab something off a high shelf, when you sneeze violently in the middle of a crowded room. We've all been there. And here's what makes this so powerful. It's reflexive. Your nervous system learns to stabilize automatically without you having to think, brace your core. Over time, that becomes your default. Your spine stays protected, your movement becomes smoother, your body feels solid. And when that stability becomes second nature, it unlocks the thing everyone's chasing in the gym. At first glance, the farmer's walk doesn't look like much. You're just walking, right? Wrong. This exercise lights up almost every major muscle group: forearms, traps, lats, glutes, hamstrings, quads, core. And because you're moving under continuous tension, your muscles have no choice but to adapt. But here's where it gets even better. The farmer's walk is metabolic conditioning in disguise. Your heart rate spikes, your lungs work overtime, your muscles are under tension, your nervous system is firing on all cylinders. Translation: you're building strength and burning fat at the same time. No treadmill, no burpees, no gasping for air on a Stairmaster. Just you, 2 weights, and forward motion. Your body becomes a calorie-burning furnace, not just during the exercise, but for hours afterward. And because it's so scalable, you can load it heavy for strength, go lighter for conditioning, or add variations like single-arm carries to challenge your obliques and stabilizers even more. It's one of the most efficient tools you can use, especially if you're short on time. But the physical changes? They're only half the story. Let's talk about something most people never think about: proprioception. That's your body's ability to sense where it is in space, to adjust, to balance, to react. When you carry heavy weight, every step becomes a negotiation between your ankles, knees, hips, and core. Your nervous system is constantly recalibrating, fine-tuning, learning. Over time, this translates into better balance, sharper coordination, and faster reflexes. You'll notice it in everyday life: fewer missteps, better agility, a body that feels more connected and responsive. But there's something else happening too. Something harder to measure but impossible to ignore. There's something about carrying heavy weight that makes the world go quiet. You're not thinking about your to-do list. You're not checking your phone. You're locked in. Breathing, bracing. Step by step, farmers' walks demand presence. You can't check out. You can't slack off. And when your forearms are burning, your traps are on fire, and your mind is screaming to drop the weight, but you keep going anyway? That's grit. That's mental resilience, and it carries over to everything else in life. This isn't just physical training, it's mindset training. You're teaching yourself how to stay calm under pressure, how to push through discomfort, how to keep moving when everything in your body says stop. And once you build that muscle between your ears, nothing else feels quite as hard. Now, here's what most people get wrong. First, letting the shoulders roll forward. That kills your posture and puts unnecessary stress on your joints. Pull them back and down. Walk tall. Second, speed walking through it. This isn't a race. Slow, controlled steps keep your muscles engaged and your form clean. Third, forgetting to brace your core. If your belly's hanging loose, you're missing half the benefit. Brace like someone's about to punch you. That's your natural weight belt. Fix those 3 things and you'll feel the difference immediately. If you're just starting out, aim for 2 to 3 sets of 45 seconds with moderate weight. Something that challenges your grip but doesn't destroy your form. Rest 60 seconds between sets. Once you're comfortable, bump it up to 3 or 4 sets of a minute or more. Go heavier. Cut rest to 45 seconds. Keep the intensity high. Keep the form tight. Let your body adapt. The farmer's walk is powerful, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. Because what happens when you combine this ancient movement pattern with another forgotten exercise? One that targets the posterior chain in a completely different way. That's where things get really interesting.